Hi everyone. Thank you for joining in on time. We are just getting started and we'll be starting the session right away. I'm just putting down my introductions on the chat here as well for you folks. So I'm Rasha Khan and I'm your host for today's webinar. And I'm joining all the way from Bangalore, India. Would love to know where are you joining us from. You can drop us a hello and let us know your name and where are you tuning in from. This is a global webinar, so you'll be seeing a lot of people joining from different parts of the world. And we are also streaming live on the YouTube channel as well. So a lot of folks have already started us joining there as well. Let me just quickly have a look. Meanwhile, I see your introductions have already started coming in. We have an interesting career trend session lined up for you. We'll be talking about the comparison between cyber analyst versus cyber ethical hacker and how you need to choose the right career path, which is the most suitable for you. Let me also see folks who have joined us on our YouTube channel. We are streaming there as well. Folks who have joined us live on YouTube channel, you can give your introductions on the YouTube live chat box. We'll be looking into the live chat box, any questions you might have. Meanwhile, you are giving your amazing introductions on the chat here. Let me just quickly take you through the few quick ground rules we have here for the session. This is to make sure that you have an amazing experience here. So in case you have any questions, you can put down your questions in the Q&A box. As you can see, the chat box is completely blowing up with your amazing introductions, and we wouldn't want to miss any of your queries and would love to address all of them. For that, our speaker will be paying attention to the Q&A box and actively answering your queries there. So please make sure to do that. And the session is being recorded in case you want to go through the recording of the session once again, in case you miss anything. Please don't worry. We will be sharing the recording to view post-webinar with you over your mail. And for attending this webinar, you'll be getting a webinar certificate. You can do that by requesting a proof of attendance for this webinar. So this session is 60 minutes long. And once the session ends on Zoom, you will be getting a pop-up by Zoom which says post-webinar survey. And in that, it will ask your full name, which you would want to see on the webinar certificate. We will need the data to personalize and send the webinar certificate to you. So please do that. And in case I see a lot of folks have just joined and still joining in, we are just getting started. You have not missed anything. I will touch about these ground rules, which I've covered on the chat as well, and also towards the end as well. And also this program is powered by Simplilearn, world's #1 online bootcamp. We have been in the digital skills training space for more than a decade now, and we are very proud that we have transformed lives. We are empowering people via these digital skills like AI, machine learning, data science, business analytics, cybersecurity being the one we'll be talking about today. We have an interesting session lined up for you. We have advanced over 5 lakh plus careers in over 150 plus countries. We have 800 plus qualified amazing trainers here. And I already see that AI has already entered the chat, a lot of note-taking AI apps. So let me just quickly take you through the agenda of today's session. I see one message here, the sound is low. Please do let me know if I'm clearly audible to you. Yes or no on the chat, just to help out before we start. Okay, audible. Yeah, so the first and the most important agenda of today's session is about you, getting to know about you, how we can help you out in your career better. And the second agenda is today's topic, cyber analyst versus ethical hacker, choosing the right career path. We have an interesting session lined up here. And then we'll be talking about how the Simplilearn Cybersecurity Master's Program gets your job ready. And then we'll be taking you through the enrollment steps, learner outcomes, and the certifications we have for cybersecurity and ethical hacking as a bonus in the end as well. We'll be talking more about that. And based on the interest you share towards enrollment into these programs, we'll be taking you through the enrollment steps of the program. And also quickly, we'll be taking up questions from the Q&A box. The Q&A part is towards the end, but in case the time allows our speaker, we will be checking the Q&A box actively and answering it during the session as well. So please don't worry, just have a little patience and keep your questions related to cybersecurity because that is the topic for today. And moving on to the first poll of today's session, which is how many years of experience do you currently have? As we can see, so many people have, given introductions on the chat here. They're joining from different countries as this is a global webinar. we would love to know what kind of work experience do you have. You can select one of the options which is the most suitable to you. I've just launched the poll here, and I see folks who have joined this live on our YouTube channel as well. You can let us know by sharing your comments on the chat here. So this poll is interesting in a way because this gives our speaker an idea, what kind of crowd with an experience has joined us, so he can tailor his responses accordingly during the session as well. So I see most of you have already started sharing your responses here. That's great. Let's give it 10 seconds more. I see you folks are pretty quick here in terms of introduction here on the chat and also on the poll as well. Let me just browse through the introductions quickly while you're voting for the poll. I see Nancy has joined us from Gujarat, Amit from India, Tajmal from Nairobi, Sayed from Bangalore. I see someone has joined us from Morocco, says hi, would love to know your name. Jared has joined us, super keen for this webinar, would love to know where you're joining from, Jared. I see Innocent from Nigeria, interesting name. I see Hamad from Pakistan. I see hello from Cape Town, Jari says. And I see someone has joined us from Johannesburg, South Africa, says good day everyone, all the way from sunny and warm Johannesburg, South Africa. I see Sigan from Nigeria, Mandala from Zambia. I see someone has joined us from Johannesburg as well. Would love to know your name. Yusuf from Somalia, Poland from South Africa, and hundreds of more introductions. Please keep introductions coming. Yeah, we have an interesting session lined up as well. So I think this will be great having a global set of folks. So I will be ending the poll now. Last 5 seconds for the poll here, which is launched. How many years of experience do you currently have? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me end the poll and also share the results with the folks and our speaker. Let's see. 41% of you are currently studying, 28% of you have 0 to 3 years of experience, 5% of you have 3 to 5 years of experience, and 27% of you have more than 5 years of experience. So I can see that folks have joined from all over, experience here, and that's good to have a diverse crowd here with a diverse set of experiences. Now, quickly introducing our expert speaker for today's session, Ajit Wadhwan. Ajit, a very good morning, good evening to you. And
hi, Rasha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm just quickly going to introduce you to our crowd here. So Ajit here is a proficiently managed security operations center and leads team and approximately of 100 members. He has expertise in security auditing, incident investigation, data breach resolution for esteemed clients. He specializes in safeguarding organizational infrastructure, internal controls, and data through infrastructure security audits and risk assessments. And he has extensive experience in conducting ISOs, ISM, MS audits, third-party security assessments, and training sessions. He's skilled in leading enterprise-wide cybersecurity programs, managing GRC, security infrastructure, and delivering security projects aligned here. So, Ajit, I'm pretty sure this slide does not cover amount of experience and skills.
No, that was my professional experience, but I have one more skill under my kitty, that is my training experience. I have 20 years of experience in training also in different technologies of security. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ajit. Again, it's a pleasure hosting you once again. And we will be moving on to the next agenda of today's session, talking about cyber analyst versus cyber ethical hacking here, choosing the right career path.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I just please move further. So the main, hi everyone, the main purpose of this webinar is to take you through the different career options. So there are two types of career options available in cybersecurity. One is offensive security, which is like ethical hacking course will help you out with. And second one is cyber analyst. Like, for example, if we are looking at the country, okay, so we have army to protect, so that is on offensive, defensive side. At the same time, we have people to attack, that is offensive side. So when we talk about cybersecurity versus cybersecurity analyst versus ethical hacker is more on the offensive side. These are the people who work with companies management, try to attack companies network to look out for the vulnerabilities and weakness before a hacker finds it out and exploit it. At the same time, when we talk about the cyber analysts, they are the one who are on the defensive side. Their main purpose, main objective is to protect the organization from attacks, from any vulnerabilities, from attackers, hackers, everything. So this is a brief introduction, and I will take you through what exactly the things that you have to, what are the skills you should be having for cyber analysts, for hacking, which one is better. I would say comparison is not a good one because both are good, both have its own importance. You can choose it on the basis of your inclination, because there are people who love to do technical things. For them who love to hack things, for them cybersecurity, for them ethical hacking is good. But there are people like who don't want to be much on this part of it, not very much technical, so they can go for a cybersecurity analyst. So both involves thorough understanding of technology. The only difference which I can say is offensive and defensive. Okay, so if you talk about, so let me start with what is cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is a practice of protecting organization network systems and data from cyber threats, including thefts and crime. It is like not many times people get confused between information security and cyber security. When we talk about information security, when we talk about information security is about protecting data in any form, be it paper, be it digital, be it intellectual property. But when we talk about cyber security is specifically about protecting data in digital form. When I say digital form, it is in data at rest, data in transit, data in use. So main purpose of cybersecurity is to protect your network systems from cyber threats like thefts and crimes, to prevent it from data breaches and unauthorized access. When we talk about cybersecurity, some people you have a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions in the mind. Okay, because when I used to be a SOC head earlier, a lot of times, and now also because I'm a career counselor, also cybersecurity career counselor, people comes to me and say that, okay, I'm into network security, I want to move into cybersecurity, I'm into physical security, I want to move into cybersecurity. Then I say, mate, when you are into network security, you are already a part of cybersecurity, because cybersecurity is about protecting data in digital form. So there are many fields of cybersecurity where you can make your career. Even if you choose cyber analyst or a ethical hacker, there also you have a lot of choices to go for. Rasha, next slide, please. So why do we need cybersecurity experts? Because you can see within 15 years, the things have changed a lot. Everything we are doing it through mobile, through technology. So and now with advent of AI and AI and machine languages, the cyber crime is increasing. People are using deep fakes. They are generating images, videos of yours, the real-time videos of yours, using the AI, using other technologies, which really increases the demand for cyber experts. As most of the business happens online these days, there is an ever increasing demand to protect the data. Earlier days, if you want to withdraw money, you have to go to bank, and it is safe. But now it has become very easy and flexible to take out money, but at the same time, it is also become easy for hacker also. There are servers available in clouds. You can go to cloud, you can provision your machines, you can use that machine to hack people, and then you can deprovision it. Presence of crime syndicates across the world. There are, if you remember, in 2017, there was a ransomware attack called WannaCry. And that was a work of crime syndicate. It was a US government code, but that was being stolen by crime syndicates. There are countries around the world where you can get people doing things for petty money, and there are cyber armies around the world. Okay, there is one good movie I always suggest it to my people, that is Snowden. Watch that movie and you will find that the importance of cybersecurity in your day-to-day life. So no doubt, flexibility, convenience have increased, but at the same time, it has increased for hackers also. You have to be very, very careful. And that's the reason there is an ever increasing demand for both offensive security people as well as the technological people. Means offensive security as well as defensive security. Please, next slide, please, Rashid. So as I told you earlier, there is a misconception among people, okay? There is a misconception among people that cybersecurity means, okay, when we talk about compliance audits, no, cybersecurity is about protecting data in digital form. So there are different categories of cybersecurity where you can make your career. Application security, the people who are from software development side, this is a prime field for them. Network security, I have spent a considerable amount of time in network security. For that, you need to have knowledge about network devices like firewalls, load balancers, proxies. Data security, you need to have information about encryptions, classifications, cloud, which is again a very, very, growing field these days. Identity and access management, because you have to ensure, just like uh, uh, when you go to your office or when you, so if you need access to your laptop, you have to enter username and password to ensure that no unauthorized person can access that. Same thing is applicable for organizations also. Organizations have products, departments to make sure that authenticated people, only authorized people are authenticated and they can access the devices. Similarly, information security, endpoint security, like we have, because endpoint security, you should have knowledge of, I would say, XDR, which is a new thing. Okay, then you have EDR, antiviruses, DLP, and definitely mobile security, because these days we are having things available on our mobile. So these are different careers of cyber security, and you can, be it a cyber analyst or be it a offensive hacking, that is your ethical hacker, you can make your career in these fields of cybersecurity. Okay, can we move forward? Okay, so what is ethical hacking? So ethical hacking, as I told you, when we talk about cybersecurity, there are two fields of cybersecurity. Okay, Russia, I think the slides are not
Is
visible.
there a problem?
Yeah, I'm not able to see the slide.
Just one second.
So when we talk about cybersecurity, there are two fields of cybersecurity. One is, when we talk about cybersecurity, there are two fields of cybersecurity. One is offensive security, and second one is defensive security. So ethical hacking is more towards offensive security, where you hire hackers to attack your network proactively so that you can find out any vulnerabilities, any weaknesses before a hacker can find it, before a malicious person or attacker can find it out, before and you can patch it up. So it is a process of attacking the organization with permissions. Okay, you are like a devil's advocate in an organization. Security people, they have submitted they have set up the security networks, the security controls and all. Now you work like a devil's advocate, try to find out the weaknesses so that you can find out the weakness before a hacker or malicious person finds it out and misutilize it. It involves authorized hacking to improve system defenses, not for malicious intent, but to prevent potential breaches. So this is companies, this is a good field in the sense here you can be employed by companies and by people, but at the same time, you can work as a freelancer also. Okay. You can work as a freelancer also here. So next slide. So there are different types of hackers. Okay, when I called as white hat, white hat are the one which you will become. Okay, these are the legal hackers who help organization by finding and fixing security vulnerabilities. When you are a fresher, okay, I would say 0 to 5 years of experience, I would say this is one of the best field that you can choose up. Okay, then black hat, they are not the good people. They are the one which are utilizing their skills for the malicious intent. Sometimes they wanted to, it's not always malicious. Sometimes they want to pass on a message, just like I remember one gentleman, I don't remember the name of the gentleman. There is a hacker in France who has leaked the details of Indian citizens, like very similar to social security number, we have an Aadhaar card number. He's a black hat hacker. He has he has breach the database of Indian government, but to convey his message. But again, I would say he is a black hat hacker. Gray hat operate without malicious intent, but without explicit permission. I can give you an example of it. One of my friends, he was learning ethical hacking, and he executes some tools in the network. So if you talk about the job perspective, white hat hackers, they are the one which are being employed by the company, and black hat, they have a malicious intent. So these are the hackers, but at the same time, please next slide, Rasha. So these are on the basis of how you, okay, so these are on the basis of how they carry out their activities. But hackers can be on the basis of, can you can also be ethical hacker on the basis of specialization. You need people, okay, you need people to carry out hacking of web applications. So there are separate people, because for those people, they should have a good hands-on on application securities. Software developers, they are the best one to make their careers in this field. Then they are wireless network people. They look out for weaknesses in Wi-Fi networks. The networking people, cloud, they look out for vulnerabilities. Then social engineering. This is a very, very, hot field these days for hackers as well as for defense people, because it is using this technique, hackers tricks users into revealing sensitive information. So these are the different types of hackers based on specializations made. So based on your areas of interest, you can pick it up. Like someone who is into networks for long, because when you are into networks, you work on routers, switches, Wi-Fi. For him, it would be very good. It's a good opportunity if he upgrade himself to a wireless network ethical hacker, someone who is, because there are different people from different fields who want to make their career into cybersecurity. So rather than starting from scratch, you can choose your career, you can choose your field on the basis of your previous experience, that so that your previous experience is also counted. Like someone who has worked into for 4 years, 5 years into development, then definitely he would be an ideal candidate to become a web application hacker. Someone who has worked into networks and cloud, he would be the best one to become a cloud security hacker. Next slide, please. So these are the different types of hackers you can become on the basis of specialization. Don't, when I'm talking about hacker here, I'm considering only a white hat hacker where you will be doing the job in a legal manner by the company. Okay, so I'm not talking about, I'm not meaning the black hat hackers where you learn the things and then use it for the malicious purpose. Russia, next slide, please.
Is it visible, the slide?
It is hanged. I think it is. Russia, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Is it audible?
Yeah, you are audible, but screen is kind of hanged.
Okay. Should be visible. Let me start sharing again.
Technology, no worries. Sometimes it happens.
Technical issue today.
No, it's no worries.
Is it visible now?
Yeah. So you see the key responsibilities of ethical hacker: performance evaluation of the systems, test the network and security systems of the organization, follow penetration testing. So look, there are two fields here in ethical hacking: vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. Vulnerability assessment, where you try to out there, where you try to find out weaknesses in a system, like patch missing, ports open, security guard sleeping, anything. But when sometimes your job requires to go ahead and try to exploit that vulnerability to find out what is the extent of that vulnerability, how it can be exploited. So that is penetration testing. So that is vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. They are the two main job responsibilities of a ethical hacker. And then once they find out the vulnerabilities, weaknesses, and all, then there it is their responsibility to suggest insights and solutions to improve the security systems. They can suggest the solutions to the owner, because they are not the owner of everything. They are the person who will be responsible for testing the weaknesses, strengths of a system. So there are owners available in the organization, like you find out some vulnerabilities in a Windows system or some database system, then you have to tell them to the owner to verify, and you can give them the suggestions, you can give them different options, you can tell them about the different controls, and then it is your responsibility to get the vulnerabilities remediated and generate the report and get the vulnerability remediated. So this is more of a offensive security role, where you try to attack the system, try to test the security of a system, and then try to find out weakness in a system so that you beforehand can find out the things, vulnerability, before the hacker, before the person with a malicious intent. Let's move toward the next slide, Rashid. Okay, so there are different types of techniques they do. So this slide, the next these two slides will talk about the tools as well as a reconnaissance, as well as the tools as well as the methodology. So for ethical hackers, they need to have a knowledge of reconnaissance tools, which can help them in gaining initial knowledge about the networks like operating systems, IP addresses, open ports. Suppose you are after someone. Okay, so what you will do? You will directly attack him? No. First you will, okay, first you will try to stall her. Okay, first you will try to see his or her activities, and then based on the activity you will try to then you will try to set up your strategy to attack or convince that person. So that is what a reconnaissance tool. So Nmap, Econetics, they are the one which these are the tools. Then you have scanning and vulnerability assessment tools. Okay, we have NASA. So this tools goes ahead. Let's understand with the help of analogy. Suppose there is a thief. Okay, he's looking for some target houses. So what he will do? He will not randomly pick up any house. He will roam around in an area, try to find out the houses which are closed for long. That is what reconnaissance works. Then once he finds out that these are the houses which are closed, then he will go ahead and trying to find out the ports, okay, services, windows, okay, these are on, and then he will start hacking the system or try to break the house. So that is what the password cracking tool does. It helps you in trying to, hack the password or crack the password. So there are tools available like John the Ripper and all that. Go next slide, please, Russia. Yes. So once you gain access after breaking the password, then you go ahead and try to run the exploits by actually exploiting the systems. Then you should have good knowledge of sniffing and packet analysis tool. Wireshark is a perfect example. There are videos available. Okay, there are videos available. You can have a look at TCP dump. These are the tools by which you can analyze the network traffic. So if be it analyst or be it ethical hacker, you should learn the ability to analyze and read the traffic, because trap network is TCP/IP. So you should have thorough understanding of networks. Okay, so my advice, yes, one thing I've not mentioned here, have a knowledge of networks also, because that's a thing that you should have. And definitely you can use social engineering tools, OSINT, phishing emails, and all that. So these are the different technologies which hackers uses and tools uses. So if I talk about the tools, the knowledge of tools, Nessus, okay, Wireshark, Metasploit, okay, these are the tools. Acronetics, these are the tools you should have knowledge of and you should have an understanding and expertise on if you want to be a hacker or even a cyber analyst. Because a cyber analyst also have to have knowledge about the hacking techniques which hacker use, and then only you can strengthen your defense. Next slide, please, Prashant. So benefits, it helps you in security enhancement. You can find out attacks before hackers find it out. It helps you in protecting your sensitive data. You can continuously monitor, because ethical hacking is a continuous affair. Okay, security itself, we talk about any process of security, be it ethical hacking, be it anything, it's all continuous affair. So this regular security assessments, they should be used to, they can be used for helping it. So prevention of data breaches, definitely, and safeguard your business reputation. Recently, if you remember, not an attack, one bad report by RBI for one company, lot many people, they took out money from it. So business reputation is very, very important. And this one, there was one company, I don't remember the name, Uber also, this thing happened in 2016. Uber got attacked. They cover up that attack under the disguise of bug bounty. But later on in 2020, when then same thing was again exploited, they had been imposed a huge fines on it. Okay, so next, this is about hacking. As I told you, this is more about offensive side. The people who are more interested in technical part, they find fun with running tools, executing tools, learning new technology. Because for hacking, you just like you have seen, hacking is not only it's not a one methodology, it's just a methodology. You can use it, you can have application hacking, you can have Windows hacking, you can have Wi-Fi hacking. So you should be having a knowledge of those technologies in order to move further and to do well in it. So this is one of the career options which you can choose if you are into any career level. But yes, this is the best career option, and a good amount of jobs are available in organization for a people with 0 to 5 years of experience. Okay, so this is about the hacking part, the offensive security. Let's move further. Okay, so how this is a very, very common question, everyone, that comes to people's mind. Some people say that why do we do certifications? Okay, certifications are very important because it really help you in streamlining your studies. I tell you, I got a GDPR book in 2018, but I didn't study that book till 2022 when I booked my exam. And then I completed that book 3 times in 1 month. So certifications, they are a kind of a expertise for hiring managers. They authenticate the holder's ability to handle complex security tasks effectively, help you in career advancement. It can be a key differentiator in a job market, because these act as a keywords. Okay, if someone is simply, he mentioned that he is doing these things, but at the same time someone has mentioned that he's CH and CISSP, the chances of his resume getting picked up is more than the person who has not done the certification. But don't be totally dependent on the certifications. Okay, do it. That is very much essential. But what many people do, they just do it for the sake of certification. No, certification is good, but at the same time, the knowledge which you draw from certification, that is equally important, because these are not government certifications. These are like a private job certification. So knowledge, certifications can help you in reaching a goal, but at the same time, it will help you in reaching the interview table. But how you will go past that, their knowledge. So certification helps you in gaining knowledge in a systematic and consistent manner. So that is what certifications really help you. So that's the reason I always do. It's like 2010 I started in InfoSec. I took a vow that I will do two certifications every year, and I'm still consistently following it. So how Simplilearn can help you out with in having a career of cyber analyst. So we do have a lot of certification courses for ethical hacking CH version 12, which we are offering, which is kind of a CH version there, and we do provide labs and all. So this is one of the very good certification which can help you in becoming a cybersecurity analyst. Not many people think it's a basic one. No, it's a very good certification. Version 12 has a lot of domains, cover everything. It's like how you take that thing. Okay, let's move further, Rasha. So analyst is a person who is more on the defensive side. Like I used to work for SOC earlier, Security Operations Center. Okay, so I used to work for Security Operations Center. I used to work on firewalls, IPS, IDS, DLP. So my main purpose was to protect my network from hackers, adversaries, and protect against cybercrime. It's a trained professional who protects an organization network, systems, and sensitive information for cyber attacks and unauthorized access. So SOC people, Security Operations Center, SOC analysts, they all comes under these roles. So this is quite a versatile role, as I told you. You can have analysts of SOCs, you can have analysts who will looks after the logs, there are attacks, traffics. There are analysts whose job is to do a malware analysis. There are analysts who will work on the forensics. It all depends what your area of interest is. Let's move further, Rasha. So the skills required, you should be having good knowledge about the data. Okay, you should have good knowledge about networks. Look, networks is very, very important. This is the base of everything. Okay, so you should have knowledge about how to configure the networks, hardware, software. So I would say firewalls, IPS, IDS, DLPs, these are the different technology which is part of network security. Then you should be having a knowledge about how to analyze the data, how to analyze the tags, definitely identity management. So organizations, because organizations follow the defense in depth approach. Why security is in more demand? When we talk about routing, switching, there are Cisco who is a leader. But when we talk about security follows a defense in depth approach. So there are different controls which are implemented in series. When I say controls, like when we talk about you have a router, then traffic comes in, you have a firewall, then we have an IPS IDS, then we have identity and access management, which ensure that only authenticated and authorized people are able to access the devices. So we have a complete systems of identity and access management federation. So you require a specific people who do have a good knowledge on that. There are certifications by identity and access management available. Okay, this is a technology which is being used quite a lot these days. So that's the reason, because of different and versatile fields and knowledge, there is an ever increasing demand for security. Which is the best CCNA? Give me a minute, I will come to certifications also, Mashraf. Let's move further, Rasha. Okay, so skills required, as I told you, you should have good knowledge about applications, endpoints, endpoint when I talk about DLPs, antiviruses. You should also have good knowledge about regulatory compliances. Government around the world these days are tightening their grips around companies to protect the user data, to protect it from misuse. Like for example, you have HIPAA in US, you have GDPR in Europe. So I'm not saying become an expert of it, but yes, you should be having a knowledge about the regulatory compliances because it is like you can't ignore. You should have good knowledge about cryptography also. So if someone talks about, now the question is, we are talking about skills and all that, how you can become a good cybersecurity analyst. Okay. PCI DSS comes in cybersecurity. That is a kind of a standard, Jeruzia. Okay, let's move further, Rasha. So now, so these are the different responsibilities of cybersecurity analysis: enhancing the security, monitoring the networks, implement the encryption, update security systems regularly, help implement security compliances. So remember one thing, fix vulnerability. Hackers, ethical hackers help you in finding the vulnerabilities and tells you about how you can mitigate it. Suppose they say that there is a patch required to mitigate some vulnerability, or there is a changes in a firewall rule required to mitigate some vulnerability. So it is the responsibility of cybersecurity analysts to help and implement them. So both roles go side by side. Cyber security analysts, they are more of a defensive roles. And when we talk about ethical hacking, they are more of a offensive security. Okay, so try to understand that although in this slide we have tried explaining you the difference between the two, but roles and responsibility, it varies from organizations to organizations. Although there should be a segregation of duties, offensive hacking people, they should not be working as cybersecurity analysts, but there are companies where there are not many people, so there are same set of people, same set of team doing all the jobs. So both roles are equally important. Okay. Rasha, next slide, please. So these are the certifications which are really good for cybersecurity analysts. CompTIA Security Plus. CompTIA Security Plus is one of the look. Mondal, both are different courses. Okay, so CH version 12 is more of an offensive security course. CCNA is in two different categories. So CompTIA Security Plus, CISSP, CH, CYSA. So we do have courses available of CompTIA Security Plus, CISSP, CH, okay, available by offered by Simplilearn. It is available in our cybersecurity master's program, as well as if you want to do it separately, you can do it separately also. But cybersecurity analyst, if someone is into 0 to 5 years of experience, I would strongly suggest go with CompTIA Security Plus. This is one of the best certifications in cybersecurity. And then if someone is having 5+ years of experience in security and all, then CISSP is the best one. Then CH, as I told you, CH is more of an offensive security certification. But remember one thing, this is also because us defensive person should also have a knowledge of offensive security. So CH is a good one. You should also do it. Remember one thing, look, in the beginning, you don't have much choices. Okay. So you should be doing Security Plus and CH together so that you can tilt your career depending on what you get. But yes, if you have, just like there are people, I do interact with a lot of people. There are people who wants to move specifically into, they are very, very crazy and they are inclined towards hacking. So yes, you can go towards that. But my suggestion on the basis of my experience, I would say have Security Plus and CH, because in the beginning, you're not having much choices. And sometimes, the roles are mixed. So although I've told you about both pros and cons, the roles and responsibility, but sometimes if I talk about, because, we have to be pragmatic, real world, the idle world, the real world is not very idle. So sometimes you may come across both the roles. So be prepared for both the things. And we at Simplilearn, we offer all the things are complete. We have a master's program. Rasha will take you through. We have a master program where we prepare you for everything from means whether you want to be a certified ethical hacker, or you want to move into that? No, it's not. I will answer you. Okay, so you can see the difference between the two: focus, cybersecurity analyst, defensive, ethical hacker, offensive, activities, cyber monitor, research, response, implement, pen test, exploit, report, fix. Analogy, it is more like a security guard. It is safe, cracker, ethical. Remember, when I'm talking about ethical hacker, I'm talking about the white hat hacker. Permissions work within the system, need explicit permission for ethical attacks. Okay, so let's move further. So you can see, in short, cyber analysts are the guardians, while ethical hackers are the tester who help identify chinks in the armor to make the defense stronger. So you should, in an organization, you should have a combination of both. Okay, so I would suggest that do both the things, Commercial Security Plus and CH. And if you enroll in, if you want to do it separately, yep. But if you want to enroll in a master's program, that is the best one we have under our, we have in our product portfolio, which makes you as a 6 month course, Rasha, which will make you perfect in that. Okay, over to you, Rasha.
Thank you so much, Ajit, for shedding so much light on the comparison between cyber analyst and ethical hacker here. Let me just quickly also talk about the salaries. Like salaries are important if you're trying to basically pick up a role here. So just to give you an average of the salaries which we have, these are Indian averages here. So for a cybersecurity engineer, it starts with a minimum of 4 lakh per annum INR rupees, and goes up to a maximum of 12 lakh INR lakh rupees. And for a cybersecurity architect, it starts with a minimum of 7 lakhs and goes up to 42 lakhs of INR rupees here. And for a CSO expert, it starts with a minimum of 11 lakhs and goes up to a maximum of 61 lakhs here. Again, like these are the averages salaries here. It can be more than this as well. So we are just sharing, this is a source from Glassdoor here, just to give you an idea about what are the salary averages here. Also talking about the job growth here, the Cyber Seek and the US National Institute of Standards and Technology estimate there are 9,50,000 positions for cybersecurity professionals available, and 4,65,000 are unfilled. The Cybersecurity Ventures project 3.5 million unfilled cybersecurity positions worldwide by 2025. So that is how the job growth and the industry demand will be for cybersecurity. And I see a lot of questions coming in on the chat, folks. Sorry, we have a high attendance and high chat volume today, and we'll be taking questions from the Q&A box. Our speaker will be looking into the Q&A box for your questions, and we wouldn't want to miss it. So please go and put down your questions in the Q&A box, please. And the companies that will be hiring cybersecurity professionals: Amazon, Oracle, Microsoft, Mastercard, Accenture, LinkedIn, Google, Facebook, Apple, Cisco, being very few of them among thousands of them. This is from restrict them only to these companies, but then yeah, these are the companies which are hiring cybersecurity professionals here. Now, now that we've talked about what exactly a cyber analyst does and what exactly an ethical hacker does, in detail. So what exactly is stopping you from becoming a cybersecurity expert? I'm launching a quick poll here. This one is a multiple choice poll. This is to understand what are the challenges you're facing when it comes to pursuing a career in cybersecurity or becoming a cybersecurity expert. You can select multiple options because there can be multiple challenges or concerns here, right? Yeah, I see you folks have already started voting in. I'll give 15 seconds for this poll here. And let me just also read out these options for you folks while you're responding to the poll here. The first one here is, I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. Second one, I find it difficult to learn from pre-recorded videos. And the third one, I wouldn't get the practical exposure I need to become job ready. And the fourth one, my work schedule won't allow enough time for learning. So these are the 4 options. And obviously, if these are not your concerns, the Q&A box is open. We have gotten plenty of questions in the Q&A box.
Yes,
and
I'm looking at it.
we will be addressing them
Yeah, I am.
shortly before we enter into the program introduction. So last 5 seconds for the poll here, folks. I see most of you have responded, but few of you are still, I think, thinking about it. So last 5 seconds for the poll here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you guys are pretty quick there. I'm ending the poll now, and also sharing the results with you folks. Let's see what have you voted for. So 56% of the votes are for I wouldn't get the practical exposure. I need to become job ready. Interesting. 35% is for I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. I think you're in the right place. We have plenty of programs we'll be sharing
Yeah.
after this.
Correct.
And 33% of you have voted for my work schedule won't allow me enough time for learning. And 19% of you have voted for I find it difficult to learn from pre-recorded videos. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That definitely gives us and our speaker an understanding about what are the challenges you're facing. Quickly introducing you to the Cybersecurity Expert Masters Program. This program comes with a comprehensive learning path. We'll be talking about the learning path in detail in the upcoming slides. It has integrated and hands-on projects and labs for the practical experience which you have shared as a concern. And the interaction here is live virtual classrooms. This program is very flexible to fit for experienced folks here with the program duration of 6 months. You can just complete it by giving 10 to 15 hours per week. And moving on to the eligibility and requisites, I think a lot of you have asked, like, if I'm eligible to take up this program. So you need to have a basic understanding of programming, which is preferred and not
Yes,
compulsory.
that is preferred. Just Rasha, just to hold on it, give me a minute on this part. Because yes, it is preferred, but it will not be a showstopper because programming is my Achilles heel, and within my 20 years of experience, I'm considered myself a fair level of experience and skills. So I never learn any programming. So it is not a showstopper, but yes, for hacking, yes, it is somewhat required.
And also, you need a bachelor's degree for taking up this particular program, and no work experience is required for taking up this program. Talking about how exactly this program builds the learner cybersecurity skills step by step. We start with an orientation session, and then we go towards introduction of cybersecurity. So maybe Ajit, if you can take us through.
Yes, I can tell you. Look, I am a working professional also, and because I am learner also, so this is considered as one of the best programs because I have seen a lot of programs across the industry. You can see that it starts with introduction to cybersecurity, CompTIA Security Plus. Very soon we will be upgraded to 701, the newest version of it. CS CompTIA Security Plus will give you a very good knowledge about defensive security, a very, very good course coming directly from my heart. Trust me. Okay, then CH version 12, if you do it properly with labs and all, no one can stop you from becoming a good offensive security professional. And then you have CISSP training, which we offer. And if you look at, so this is for people, you see, we have all the things like we have, if you look at the electives, we have CCSP live training, if I'm not wrong, Rasha, you can choose this elective. You have recorded sessions of CompTIA Network Plus, which makes you a very well versed with network and definitely a season. So you can see we have everything under one portfolio. So this answers your two questions that I'm not getting an extensive curriculum. This is one of the extensive curriculum, and it is not Simplilearn speaker saying it. It is a professional saying it who is working in industry since long. This is, if you do this course properly, trust me, when I'm saying properly means giving your 100% in it, no one can stop you from becoming a good cybersecurity professional within 6 months is a course. It takes time because its learning is all organic. So it's a very, very good course. But at the same time, Rasha, we have individual courses also, you can take it.
And which you have already shared about the electives here. So these
Yeah.
are optional, but they come as a part of the program. If you want to take it up, you can take it up. We don't charge anything extra for that. Moving on to the 18 plus skill which are covered in the program. Ajit, if you can share a
Yeah,
kind.
so look, these are the things which is covered everywhere. So as I told you, I've already covered most of the things earlier. So when we talk about network security, risk management, reverse engineering, so we have CH version 12, we have CISSP, we have CompTIA Security Plus, where we have covered all those things in details from practical perspective as well as from conceptual perspective. So if, as I told you, if you offer for this complete program, you can become a better professional. But here, as I told you, input is required from your side only. You cannot be totally dependent on a trainer because a trainer can train you, he can show you the way. You also have to work hard. Always remember, Rome is not built in a day and nothing comes free in life. There are no free lunches. So it is, you see, all those parts, whatever you think about, in security, it is there because if you look at CH, all the domains of CH, you have encryptions, you have vulnerability analysis, hacking, malware threats, reverse engineering, everything will be covered in the course. My advice to everyone, whoever wants to make their transition, their career into security, three certifications, two certifications I always suggest, three basically. If you have 0 to 5 years of experience, CH plus CompTIA Security Plus. If you have 5+ years of experience, then my suggestion is go for CISSP and CH, because offensive, the combination of offensive and defensive security is must. And in our program, we do have a combination of everything. Yeah.
Moving on to the companies that will be hiring, I think I've already shared the slide.
Yeah.
Amazon, Oracle, Microsoft, Mastercard, Google, to name a few of them. And also quickly taking the learning environment of the program. I will be sharing the learning environment of the program. Just 1 second. Let me just quickly open Simplilearn. So what happens when you take up this program? What exactly the learning environment looks like for the program? So I'm just going to my courses here. I hope my screen is visible, right? Like the
Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah. So which is the course? So the cybersecurity expert course. So I'll just start the program, and yeah. So these are the learning paths, the courses, and the certificates which you can find for completion. And the program progress, you can track how much ever you're completed here, and the percentage will show here to unlock the certificate. And basically how you can unlock your program certificate as well. So you need to basically complete at least 65% of the live classes and self-learning combined. As we have mentioned earlier, this is not just pre-recorded videos. You actually have access to live classes here. And also you need to pass at least one course and project. So what exactly is the learning path? We have already talked about the learning path, introduction to cybersecurity, CompTIA security, and the certified ethical hacker, and then CIS, SSP, and
And in live classes also, we are pretty flexible about the timing because we know that we are all working professional and we have work at our home. So sometimes if you miss the classes or if you have started it, you're not able to complete it. So we are pretty flexible. We have classes available at your disposal because a lot of options are available there.
Yeah, agree to that. I'm just showing you quickly like how this one is the self-learning one. And this will just be like an introduction here, course introduction, a quick introduction.
Parallel domains as well.
Just playing it out for
Once
you.
we are done with the entire training, you will be in a position to perform action on various cybersecurity tools and deploy configurations. You will be taking up decisions.
So this is the self-learning, like videos here for you to basically do it in your own pace. But then the live classes, which Ajit has already mentioned, as this is a global program and people join it from different countries. So we have made it very flexible that you can choose, from different slots we have as per the timings which are suitable for you. If you're a working professional, you can check out the available live classes here on every learning path. So the ones which have the self-learning will have self-learning videos, and the ones which have live classes plus self-learning, which is most of them, you can basically choose options of live classes per the slots available and self-learning according to the pace which you want. Electives, we have already talked about these electives here. Certified Cloud Security Professional, the CompTIA Network Plus, and the CSMO are optional. It comes as a part of the program, but it is up to you if you want to take it up. Certification, to unlock it, you will have to basically, complete all these learning paths and elective courses here in order to unlock the certificate. We have also support tools available, which are available 24/7 for you in case you have any questions about the certificate, the labs, the live classes, any confusion about the program, the payments, anything, you can just quickly, chat with us here, and you should be able to get a response, within 2 minutes. So yeah, this is just to quickly summarize the learning environment from all the things we have covered. I know we have talked about a lot of things, and we are a little bit out of time as well. I'm just quickly sharing the past learners and their success stories. So the previous classes have consisted of learners coming from excellent organizations like Microsoft, Amazon, VMware, PwC, NVIDIA, IBM being a few of them, and diverse industries like IT, technology, BFSI, consulting, energy, utilities, healthcare. So these are the companies they come from, but that does not restrict only to these companies. This is just an example of the summary of the companies and sharing a few of the success stories among thousands of them for this program. So Martin Beard here shares that my learning experience with Simplilearn was enriching and valuable, and it will undoubtedly help me into transition into my new chosen field of cybersecurity. He liked the live virtual classes as well as the recorded sessions. Faiz A. Sheikh here shares that leadership is all about decision making backed by data, and cybersecurity expert program from Simplilearn has helped him bridge that gaps in his understanding, and he has become a better leader because of that. Walter Anderson here shares that the instructor Bipin provided excellent CHV10 online classroom training using practical exercise and AC Council content as well, and as well as sharing his priceless personal knowledge and wisdom as well. And then there are thousands more here. Also, we have Simplilearn's Job Assist program, which actually helps you with the job search. We have this in partnership this is for Indian candidates in partnerships with IM Jobs, where you get pro membership of 6 months for free resume building assistance to create a powerful resume, where you get assigned a subject matter expert, which helps you with making a resume based on the skill set or job role you're applying for. There are 2 rounds of revisions basically allowed there. You basically get the resume delivered to you within 2 weeks of from where you start. And also with the pro membership, you get highlight on the IM Jobs profile. Your profile is highlighted to recruiters with the pro membership. This is just to sum up the Simplilearn's Career Assist Service program. And quickly, just what is the partnership with IM here? Access to the job portal with a wide employee network, the resume review and rewrite service, which I've just mentioned now, and also one-on-one interview service as well. With interview, you also get assigned a practitioner SME, which actually helps you with preparing for the interview based on the job role or a particular skill set you're applying for based on the resume also you have prepared with a continuous feedback session. So yeah, this is basically to sum up the Cybersecurity Expert Masters program. Now we would love to know your interest in the Cybersecurity Expert Masters program. I'm just launching a quick poll here, and
I would start answering the question.
Sure. You can take up. We have, I think, gotten plenty of questions here. Ajit, we have a little
let's
long
pick up
time. Are you okay extending for a few minutes?
Yeah, I'm okay. Because that's what they were waiting for. Look, one of the things that people ask me is about the impact of AI on cybersecurity. Look, it will not directly impact your jobs as of now. Companies have started using AIs to improve their controls. Like SIM has been, like SIM is one of the tool. Now the upgraded version of SIM, which is using AI, is SOAR. So XDR, which is another updated version of antivirus, which is also using AI. So as of now, AI will not have much impact on our jobs. But yes, it will be improving. Companies have started using AI to improve their controls and all. That is the answer. So you will not be learning AI in any of the courses. What you will be learning is the controls where AI has been included, like SOAR, like EU entity user behavior analysis and all that stuff, and how AI cybersecurity impacts cybersecurity, but not very specific about AI. There are 3 fields which are growing these days: AI, cybersecurity, and data sciences. I do understand they are interlinked, but cybersecurity courses, not much AI is there. It's the controls which is having AI. We will teach you those controls. Amrit, the answer to your question is yes, you can leverage your SAP application security. You can become an auditor by doing CISA. But my suggestion is go for CompTIA Security Plus, okay, or CISA, depending on your experience. You can, as you have good experience in application security, you can become a you can become a vulnerability assessment professional of SAP. You can be an auditor, become an auditor on the basis of that. Okay, Mushraf, the answer to your question is, look, all fields of cybersecurity is growing, be it mobile, be it web application, be it privacy. There is no one size fits all approach here. There is no one straightforward answer. You should be a best in your field. All fields are growing equally. fields are changing. If you talk about network security, mobile security, web application security, privacy, compliance, you have jobs in each and every field. But yes, the fields which involves technical controls, that definitely have an edge. Like when I say web applications, cloud security, that definitely have an edge, and you will get more salaries related to that. Okay. Then what is the difference between cyber security and information security? I've clearly mentioned earlier, information security is about protecting data, in any form, be it paper, be it digital, be it intellectual property. But when we talk about cyber security is about protecting data in digital form. So physical security is a part of information security. Guards that you have, bollards that you have, that all parts of information security, physical security. But mobile security, network security, they are all cyber security. So they are all correlated. Cyber security is a sub-component of your information security. Okay. Okay. Can you repeat
Last
that?
20 seconds for the poll here, folks. I
Yeah.
see both of you have responded. Great interest towards enrollment. That's great. We will be sharing variety of certifications in cybersecurity in the next slide, and we are extending for a few more minutes. So please stay back. We have more details lined up in the next few slides. Yeah, like over to you, Ajit. Like,
Okay, so Sayed, the answer to your question is, okay, make sure that have you done the certifications also? Because if you have done the certifications, then definitely that would help you in keeping the things here, that would help in getting your resume. But because I have to look into the details that what is the problem there. Okay, no, Baba, Baba, I simply call it. So, as I told you, I've been in the industry since last 20 years. In my field, I never felt an urge to learn programming. But yes, if you want to be a high class, means good quality, a very skilled, efficient, ethical hacker, then definitely a programming is required. Otherwise, not. Or if you are into DevSecOps field or DevOps field of secure DevSecOps, especially the application security, there you need access or learn programming. Rest not. What kind of classes or necessary for role in network defenses? As I told you, CH, CompTIA Security Plus, if you're a fresher, or if you have experience, then I would say CH and CISSP should be a good base point. And definitely the knowledge of networks and TCP/IP is must. Okay. So can I know the roadmap certification to become a penetration tester? My suggestion, start with CH. Okay, then go with CH, then CH Labs and OSCP. That would be a good option for you. Okay.
thank you so much, Ajit.
I think we have answered a lot of questions.
Yeah, I will be closing the poll now, folks. I see most all of you have voted here. So last 5 seconds for the poll. Are you interested in enrolling to Cybersecurity Expert Masters Program? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. We saw a lot of interest towards enrollment. Now, quickly, let's just quickly introduce them to the certifications we have of cybersecurity, Jeev. So this one is for cybersecurity specifically.
Yeah, so these are the certifications. I would say, look, if you are a fresher, 0 to 5, CompTIA Security Plus, you can go for it. But if you have 5+ years of experience, like as I told you, someone is having secure experience in SAP security and all, go for CISSP. It's a very good certification. CISSP is a baseline certification. Remember, there is a difference between baseline and basic. Nothing basic. Baseline, which you should do it. Every person who is having 5+ years of experience, they should go for this certification. And CISA is the one which is specifically for auditing. Just like if someone is into network security, like me, and wants to move their career into auditing and compliance, then CISA is the one. And like someone is into network security, okay, benefits of I'm coming to that only. Then CISSP, CCSP is for cloud security. So if someone wants to move into cloud security, that is the best certification. ISC2, the benefit of ISC2, mate, ISC2 is the one which is maintaining the integrity of the examination. It is take the examination and you will find the difference there. It is the one which is maintaining the integrity and reputation. They are not playing, they are not compromising the integrity with money. Because yes, because their exams you have to take it online, not online, offline, by going to their centers. Trust me, they are one of the best they have. Okay, how to become a cyber security network security friend? You have to be very clear in which field you want to move into, because you have 10 to 15 years of experience. I would suggest that go for something related to cloud architect. Okay, go for CSSP and CCSP. That would be a very good option, because CSSP is the one you can go for. Trust me. So these are the certification individual one. As I told you, base 0 to 5, go for security plus and CH. If you have 5+ years of experience, go for CS in security or network security, in any field of security, go for CSSP if you as a baseline certification. But if someone is specifically interested into compliance, then go for CISA. If someone is interested into cloud security, and have experience like uh, who is there? Okay, Neha Chawla. Okay, Neha Chawla. So for you, if you want to move into cloud, then CISSP and CCSP is a good combination. Yeah.
Moving to the next slide, we have two more certificates.
Okay, so CISM, I would say CISM is more about CISM is more about a leaner version of CISSP. Okay, leaner version. It is also a management certification which totally targets the management people who don't want to study too much technicals, okay, like CSSP and all. So that would be a good option. You can go. It's a leaner version of CISSP for those people who has been into management since last 10, 12 years, not having too much touch with technical. Then CISM is the best option. And I've already talked about CompTIA Security Plus. This is considered as an entry level, but trust me, it is a misnomer. There is nothing like entry level. I am preparing my slides for 701, 5 domains, 1700 slides I have prepared. Awesome course. Okay. Then we have cybersecurity expert, which includes a combination. As I told you, we have individual bouquet as the individuals courses. At the same time, we have programs clubbed together, like cybersecurity expert, which is like CompTIA Security plus CH and CSSP, CH version 2 separately, and then postgraduate program in cybersecurity, which I think Russia has already talked about the different courses.
Thank you so much, Ajit. So now that we have seen a lot of interest from you on enrolling into the Cybersecurity Expert Masters program. From all the certifications we have shared for cybersecurity and ethical hacking, we would love to know which are the courses which you will be interested in enrolling for. This is for a lot of you who have already shared interest towards enrollment. This poll is a multiple choice poll which I have just launched. So which cybersecurity program are you interested in enrolling? So you can select multiple options, because even after this, the learning consultants from Simplilearn will be reaching out to you, and based on the interest you have shared on the on the particular program or certification you have picked up for, they will be taking you through a much more detailed walkthrough of the program. And also, in case you have any questions, even after the
Neha,
webinar, it will be
just
addressed. I
Russia,
also will be.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So just an answer, Neha, the answer to your question is every courses doesn't require a hands-on. So out of these courses, only CH version 2 requires a hands-on. Okay, so for that, we have a lab available, where a lab, proper comprehensive lab available by EC Council, where you can do your practicals. Okay, rest most of the question, most of CH, look, as of now, so this is an answer to your question. Look, regarding job, again, Neha, depends upon which kind of job you're looking for. Okay, which kind of job you're looking for. So if you're looking for, CH, then definitely we are providing you an hands-on. But when we talk about CSSP doesn't have hands-on, and that's the reason the if you look at the experience level of CISSP, they want you to have 5 years of security experience in different fields of cybersecurity. So it's not only about the hands-on, because there are people who don't do a technical job. They are like, there are different kinds of jobs available in cybersecurity, and you can apply for that. So no worries, Neha. Neha, we are okay. Yeah, and right now someone asked about which is better, CH version 11 and 12. 12 and version 11 is not being offered now. It's 12 which is being offered, and 11 I think it has been. I think it has been, not being offered by the company. Yes,
Last question.
definitely, Jerry. ISC2 is one of the best. If you have 5+ years of experience, like and Neha, I think, because for you, if you want to move into technical, CISSP and CCSP is a deadly combination. Cloud security. If you want to move into compliance, CISA plus ISO 27001 is a good combination for you. So there are different permutation combinations. Look, I can't have slide for everything, but yes, on the basis of your queries, we can answer it. But we can't have separate slide for different permutation combinations. CH is definitely good because it really gives you, okay, look, it's not about only certification. If you have good experience, then if you have good knowledge, then definitely you can get a good job with CH also. It all depends on knowledge, because I'm not talking here about certification. I'm talking about knowledge, because lot my times people, they only come for certification. Look, certification is just a piece of paper. The knowledge, which if you have not enjoyed the journey, if you have not worked hard on the journey to achieve the certification, no, it can't help you out. So you have to put your effort into it.
Ajit, I'll be closing the poll now. So
Yeah.
last 5 seconds for the poll here, folks. We've gotten votes from most of you, but last 5 seconds on the poll, which is live right now. So which cybersecurity program are you interested in enrolling into? Please select multiple options if you want to basically explore all these programs. The learning consultants will help you out from Simplilearn post the webinar. And I've also shared the email ID on the chat here where you can reach out to us at askus@simpli.net in case you have any questions even after the webinar. So last 5 seconds, I'll be closing the poll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me end the poll. Thank you so much for sharing responses here. Now moving on towards how to enroll. I'll be sharing the link of the program and the category pages. So 3 simple easy steps you'll have to follow for enrollment. Once the learning consultants from Simplilearn reach out to you, the step 1 here is you'll have to submit an application. You'll have to apply at askus@simpli.net. Step 2, based on the application you submit, based on the eligibility and the criteria of that particular program, we will be basically giving you the admissions offer letter from learning consultants from Simplilearn. So, and the program fee here for the Cybersecurity Experts Master Program is 84,499. Let me just quickly open the current. I think you guys have asked, like, what is the category page here. So I'm just sharing quickly the category page link, where you can go and check out for all the programs you have shared interest for. So this is the mega category cybersecurity category page. Let me just quickly drop this link on the chat for you. You will find all the programs here, which we have just discussed about. Majorly the cybersecurity expert master's program. I'll just open this page and just quickly show you. This program is of 6 months duration. The upcoming cohort is on 4th May, which you can join if you want to join the latest cohort. We do have limited cohorts throughout the year. So it is up to you as per your, basically availability and the commitments you have. This is how the cybersecurity expert certificate will look like, the master's program certificate from Simplilearn, and the program fee. You can download the syllabus from here. And similarly, you can go and check out all the basically program category pages which I've shared with you as well. I'm sharing the cybersecurity expert master's program here, and all the details will be there. You can check out. So the fee for the cybersecurity expert master's program, which I've just shared, is 84,499 INR rupees. We also have financing options here, which you can see for EMI for as low as 7,041 rupees per month. Now, this is for the Indian region, I understand. For ROW, just quickly sharing the fee here. I've just seen the region. The link which I've shared on the chat, which you open it in your region, you will see the fee there. For ROW, the fee here is $2,999, and we also have financing options where you can pay in installments in case you're not able to pay it all together. So these are the collaborations here we have with partners, and it is for as low as $264 per month. So yeah, this is just to summarize the cybersecurity expert master's program. And other programs, you can check out all the programs which we have just shown you, you have shared interest for on the category page which I've just shared. I'll just share it once again. I understand these are a lot of programs we have covered. Now, going back to the slide, we have extended the session, folks, just for you to address your queries. Thank you so much, Ajit. We will towards the end of the program here. Thank you
So
so
I have
much.
answered all the questions, mostly all the questions.
We have
So
gotten actually plenty of questions, and I think
Yeah.
through the session, I think folks got a clarity also on the kind of certifications we have, the differences between the roles between cyber analyst, ethical hacker, and much more. Ajit, thank you so much for such an interesting session. Folks would love to know on the chat and even the post-webinar survey, how did you like the session? Please do share it with us. We are ending the session now. Ajit, would you like to say something to the folks before we end the session?
No, only thing which I can say is, means if you really want to if you are really keen on making a career in cybersecurity, then I would say make reading and listening your habit. Okay.
Definitely agree to that. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you. We are seeing a lot of appreciation on the chat here. Now, for folks who have stayed till the extended time for the webinar certificate for attending this webinar, I will be ending the session now, and you will be getting a pop-up by Zoom which says post-webinar survey. Please fill down your full name there and any feedback you have for us to make our webinars better, a much better experience for you. So I'll be ending the session now. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for staying till the extended time. Thank you so much, Adit, once again.
Bye.
Have a good night, good morning, good day, wherever you're joining us from. Thank you so much. Thank you for the appreciation on the chat here. Thank you, folks. We'll be ending.